Okay, good evening, folks. Dr. Freedom here with you. Time for some more Doctor News. News from in and around the universe that may or may not affect you in some way, shape, or form. Um, if I haven't remembered to put a spoiler warning up at the beginning of this video, you may want to turn the other way because Doctor Magazine, of course, came out this week and they dropped a lot more than I anticipated regarding the last few episodes of Series 9. So I want to warn you before we get started, okay? Because this is news that may touch you in funny, funny ways. It'll make you feel all fuzzy inside. But okay, so 3, 2, 1. That's it. We're going to get started. Okay. Now, these were thrown up on Doctor Who TV. Huge shocks in the Series 9's final episodes. And of course, latest issue of Doctor Who Magazine 493 contains some new details on the final 4 episodes of Series 9. Here are the highlights. Spoiler phobes, remember, you have been warned. For Sleep No More, here we go. The synopsis. The 38th century, a time of unparalleled prosperity, a golden age of peace, harmony, and industry, but every shift must come to an end. Every working day must stop. Sleep claims us in the end until now. Welcome, Morpheus. Here's the quote for the episode. The Doctor. Sleep is essential to every sentient being in the universe, but to humans, greedy, filthy, stupid humans, it's an inconvenience to be bartered away. Now we know the truth. Sleep isn't just a function, it's blessed. Every night we dive deep into that inky pool, deep into the arms of Morpheus. Every morning we wake up and wipe the sleep from our eyes, and that keeps us safe from the monsters inside. Face the Raven. In a nutshell, Clara probably never expected her friend Rigsy to need the emergency TARDIS phone number she gave him after they defeated the Boneless on Bristol. Yet today he's in big trouble, sentenced to die for a murder he can't remember committing. The Doctor and Clara's campaign to exonerate Rigsy leads him to a secret London street where alien refugees hide in plain sight. Once they gain access, they'll learn the terrible answers to various questions, such as what is a chronologue and what exactly does it mean to face the Raven. Now, some more snidbits on this is the fact there was a movie that was put out not too long ago. It reminds me of this. Apparently, there's a some kind of looks like a tattoo on Rigsy's back, from what I'm hearing, and it's a clock and it's counting down. So, okay, they go into it right here. Okay, I didn't know if they would. So, interesting stuff. Okay, here's the quote. If you see something unusual and notable, dismiss it, keep walking. But if there's a bit of London so unremarkable that you don't even think about it, stop. You could very well be standing right outside of Trap Street. Matter of fact, if I remember right, Trap Street was the original name of the episode. Okay, here's the other bits. Rigsy has just 537 minutes to live with a tattoo on his back counting down. When the countdown hits 0, he will face the Raven. The Doctor has to prove Rigsy didn't commit a murder. The story came from the concept of a trap street, and that was the original episode title. The Doctor, Clara, and Rigsy are searching for it. The trap street here is an alien refugee camp. Alongside the return of a Shilder, the Jadoon will also reappear. There is a quote-unquote huge shock, something absolutely massive, and something you don't want ruined. Heaven sent and hell bent. In a nutshell, here we go. Synopsis. Long before the time where the Time Lords knew it was coming, like a storm on the wind, there were many prophecies and stories, legends before the fact. One of them was about a creature called the Hybrid, half Dalek, half Time Lord, the ultimate warrior. But whose side would it be on? Would it bring peace or destruction? Was it real or a fantasy? Quote, I confess I know the Hybrid is real, the Doctor proclaims. I know where it is and what it is, and I confess I am afraid, end quote. Here's another set of quotes. Clara says, is it a sad song? The Doctor says, nothing sad till it's over. Then everything is. And she asks, what's it called? And he answers, I think it's called Clara. Other bits. The 2 episodes are very different. Episode 11 is essentially a 145-minute monologue with the Doctor. Moffat wondered, quote, how do you break the Doctor? Would he still be a hero without witness and reward? It's putting the Doctor alone in hell. There's a scene where the Doctor imagines a TARDIS in his head and tries to explain what's really going on. 11 was meant to be a journey-saving episode, or money-saving episode, but it didn't quite work out that way. It takes place in a quote-unquote rotating mechanical castle full of visual effects. Capaldi says there's a sadness, romance, and a tragedy to episode 12. Episode 12 begins very much like a Western. O'Helia and the Sisterhood of Karn are back. Moffat sees O'Helia as the Doctor's mother figure. Director Rachel Taylor says Moffat has layered in a lot of things throughout the series which you never thought were important. Quote, You have no clue what the series arc is or how Clara leaves. The finale, darn it. Sorry about that. Hang on. Coffee. The finale is the fallout of Clara sort of becoming the Doctor. Moffat thinks if the Doctor found Gallifrey, he'd run away again. He thinks Clara is the same with Earth now. She has lost her sense of home. Doctor Magazine hints that Moffat may have changed something in the mythology, something Moffat was quite nervous about doing. And episode 11 pushes the Doctor to the brink of madness, whereas episode 12 is what happens next. Quote, if the Doctor has lost his moral compass, if you got him really angry and gave him nothing to fight for, an angry, off the rails Doctor, end quote. And remember, this magazine is out tomorrow. Yet, okay, it's just, I'm shocked they're dropping this much detail this close to the end, but you never know. It's weird stuff. Okay, Christmas special is going to be shown in U.S. cinemas. BBC Worldwide have announced that as yet unnamed Doctor Christmas special is to be shown in cinemas across the United States in late December. And this will be the 28th and 29th nationwide. Now, why? Chances are people are going to watch it on Christmas Day. But they keep doing these things. Okay. All right, this will be a special theatrical event of the 2015 Doctor Christmas special starring Peter Capaldi, featuring the return of Alex Kingston as River Song. The event will be in theaters on December 28th and 29th at 7:30 p.m. local time and feature an exclusive interview with Alex Kingston, as well as a 15-minute behind-the-scenes making-of featurette starring Peter Capaldi and Steven Moffat and more. And tickets for the Doctor Christmas special can be purchased online beginning Friday, November 13th, beginning at fathomevents.com right here, or your participating theater box offices. The event is expected to show in nearly 300 movie theaters through Fathom's digital broadcast network. For a complete list of theater locations, visit the Fathom Events website, and of course, that's right there. So, and they got some more tidbits right here, but I'm not going to go with that. So, you see, like I said, don't make any sense because BBC America is going to be showing it on the 25th. But apparently, hey, if you want to go see it at the theater, what the hell? Moving on. Here's some more stuff about Doctor Magazine 493. See, all right. Anyway, as we just went through, it already has those little details about these 4 episodes and includes interviews with Mark Gatiss, Sarah Dollar. That should be Sarah Dollar, not Dolan. Steven Moffat and Rachel Taylor, and of course Peter Capaldi. Sorry, I'm still getting used to saying that. All right. Okay, in the 12th and final episode of the series, Peter Capaldi observed this. The whole episode's quite big. It's huge, actually, but there's also a sadness, a romance, and a tragedy in episode 12. It's just so romantic, and it's very effective. I loved all the stuff on one particular set. I was very excited. It looks so modern. What am I trying to say here? Kubricky. Sounds like the name of a new wash soap. Okay, Kubricky kind of vibe. It was very nice. We're in an interesting place because we're competing with bigger shows, frankly. Most American shows have 4 times the budget per episode that we have, but that's what we're up against. We're competing with Game of Thrones. This is traditional for Doctor Who, but it goes to show what this amazing production team can achieve. And there's other little tidbits of what's in it. And, of course, an exclusive limited edition variant cover will be on sale at the Doctor Who Festival between Friday the 13th and Sunday the 15th of November. And and I think it's that one right there. I don't know. I've heard that one. Yeah. Okay, so, yeah. All right, moving on. All right, Blogger Who. Now, hang on about this. Hold it. I did it again. This was an article I was reading earlier, and I forgot to take it off. All right. Mark Gatiss talks about Sleep No More, and this is an interview with him in Blockter. See, last week Blockter sat down with writer and actor Mark Gatiss to chat about all things Who. With his episode Sleep No More coming up this weekend, he asked him about the format of the episode, which is initially going to be produced as a was initially going to be produced as a 2-parter, and it didn't happen. So he goes into all this here, and it's not too bad a size interview, but I'm going to leave this one for you. Same thing with this one here. This was right. Mark Gatiss teases Sleep No More, and this was in a Tumblr Q&A. And so once again, like I said, lots of interesting stuff. If you want to go ahead and read this, because Gatiss has a definite style all his own. So if you want to go check these 2 out, go right ahead. Moving on. This is Sleep No More clip number 1. If you haven't seen it yet, Sorry about it. No, that's not the video that's up there. For some reason, it jumped to the next one. I hate the autoplay feature on YouTube. It's just moronic. So don't worry. If you go to this and click here, you're going to get that little thing. I think it's only about 45 seconds long originally. And it's basically a little snippet, I think, from the beginning of the episode, like they've been doing with the clips lately. Okay, lastly for today, Doctor meets Star Trek. I do it in a heartbeat, says Steven Moffat. And the thing is this. He said he'd do it in a heartbeat, but the problem is when you're dealing with big budget theaters, or sorry, big budget production companies. Would Paramount actually, hand over give up the chance to make a few shekels off this? And would they actually do it without, having a bunch of lawyers have to sit there and debut rights over this, rights over that? So as much as we'd like to see it, chances are it'll never happen, but hey, at least he said he's game for it. So once again, don't get on the panic wagon about what's going on with Series 10 yet. I want to hear some more definitive data. I want to see what's actually going on before we all base it off the one podcast where the guy might have just actually made a slip up, and then a whole lot of speculation ensued, leading to just crazed fandom, scaredness, madness, paranoia. So don't worry about that yet. Just be psyched about what's coming up in the next 4 episodes. Then we got Christmas after that, and then we'll start worrying about what's going on later, okay? So we got 9, 10, 11, and 12 to go, and then we got Christmas. Just keep our hopes up. Let's keep psyched. Let's keep things moving and continue on a positive vibe. Well, until tomorrow, guys, take it easy. Ta-ta. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm out of here.